Destroy the objective.
What's going on, guys? My name's Citizen Nuketown, and welcome back to another gameplay commentary from me here today. Hopefully you guys didn't cringe too much when you saw that clip there. I know I was extremely upset when that happened to me, but the S12 was my baby, and I got him later in that game. So anyways, what I got for you guys today is another gameplay on the map Solar. I'm using the MP11. It's the second submachine gun that you unlock, and it's probably my favorite one so far. I know a lot of people like the KF5, but this one for me is my favorite because it has additional speed, where you have, I think on like the scorecard it says 16 handling, where all the other submachine guns say 12. So you get to run around the map a whole lot faster than the other subs do, which makes it a lot of fun for me, and I quite enjoy it. But 17-2 in 6 rounds, should have been an 18-1, or sorry, an 18-2 at least. Someone like just left the game while I was shooting them, and maybe a 19-1 because I died in like the 3rd or 4th round to like a really questionable gun battle. Not my death right here, but the next one. You'll see it and you'll kind of cringe for me. But today I want to take a more qualitative look at Search and Destroy and tell you guys how I feel about this game mode and whether or not I like it. And overall, I think Search and Destroy in this game is the flukiest it has ever been. Like, not fluky in the sense like Black Ops 2, where anyone and everyone would just kind of hide in a corner and just sit somewhere random, and then you could never really predict what someone was doing because there was just too many corners. In this game, it's completely different. Because of the exo movements and the jumping around and all that stuff, people can be anywhere and everywhere and anywhere at any time. You know, you run around and you can jump and fly and use your exo movements and be kind of doing anything like that. And then there's some people that don't do that. They just run normally, they don't hop and fly around, and they don't go on top of buildings, and they just stay on the ground level. And there's also people that like to post up with assault rifles and head glitch things. And there's also people that like to hide in corners. So pretty much anyone can be anywhere. And it's kind of frustrating because you end up running into people and you know, they see you and you don't see them, and you don't think like that's a spot that people would normally go. And there's no real rush routes that are very definitive. Like, yes, there are definitely ways that I like going, but other people have not figured anything out in like any sort of pattern yet, and I don't think it's going to happen significantly in this game. People will just kind of go anywhere and everywhere, and it'll just be very fluky. And in addition to that, like the footstep sounds, the jetpack sounds, and everything else in this game that involves kind of the audio-visual qualities of the game is really difficult to hear, especially if you're moving around and not using the exo mute. Like, it's almost impossible to hear where people are coming from unless you're like cranking your Astros, not having anyone in like your party talk, or not hearing any sounds at all. Like, it's extremely difficult unless they're really close by, and even then it's not very consistent. So really the only ways you can predict people is based off when they shoot their gun, where your teammates die, and you know, if they are using exo movements without blast suppressor, which is kind of rare to see because blast suppressor is the fucking most necessary perk in this game. So really, it just kind of ends up you and your team running around looking for people, and hoping you don't die by someone in a random spot or doing something random, and it's just not consistent at all. So that's generally how I feel about S&D in this game. It could be a lot better, and I think it will be in the next few weeks, but overall it's just a struggle. It's just a struggle trying to figure out what everyone's doing. But that's it from me. My name's Citizen Nuketown, and I am signing out. Peace, guys.